On second down, here's Carr. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Johnson running left. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Walker, the tight end, in motion. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now a handoff. Johnson down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
You ain't going nowhere.
They go play action. Mariota. A swing pass caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Carr throwing on second down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Play action. Now it's Carr. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
6-18. Down. 93. 29.
Here's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it.
Shotgun now for Carr. Underneath for Miller. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mitch Unrein in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Get set. Blue 80. Hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. Go Chiefs. Switch.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Onto the field now come the Bears. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. David Johnson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they'll force another incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks right around the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Just set a tone, fellas. Get down. Blue 80. Express.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now here's Ross. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Mariota on 1st down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down, Mariota. was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Mariota. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. A first down carry now for Miller. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
694.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Check four. Here we go. Single receiver. Hey, you have an island over there. Single receiver. Check 31.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Get set. 180. Check out, bro. Hot. 29. Down. 180. Low.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. That's caught at the 3. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold him.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Johnson on the counter. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Here's Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation...
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball. Because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pat David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Chicago. David Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will extend their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Lets it fly deep for... Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. A second quarter score from down in Houston, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Mariota now on second down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. One.
First down, Mariota. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? A second quarter score from down in Houston, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And it's second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. From the gun, Mariota. And a little floater there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returnable for Thomas. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards? And got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller. There he goes inside the 30. 20. 34 yards there and a first down.
And that's something that's been lacking in Baltimore's running game the last few seasons, the ability to really hit on a big run.
Last year, their longest run was just 41 yards all season, 4 yards per carry near the bottom of the league. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw, it's Carr, being chased out left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And now it's second and goal. And they'll give Miller another crack. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough third and goal forthcoming. From the gun, it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing, no pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on fourth down or kick the field goal?
And Dawson's kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jake Ryan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Mariota to throw it. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so
In this case, not so genius. I do admire that he went for it.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, here's Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
6:37. Here we go. 280. Later 2.
Here's a give to Miller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Down. Everyone's got 4. 4 down. Down. Raider 1. Low.
They'll run with Gillislee, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. To throw on second down, Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Down. 29.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Carr now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And Dawson's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Walker, the tight end, in motion. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Again, it's Miller. And he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Oh, that's just one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Checking in on Houston, it's in the 4th quarter there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Fitzgerald coming in motion right. On 3rd down, Johnson, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Checking in on Houston, it's in the 4th quarter there. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Thomas. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Ravens taking the field. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Randall Cobb with time running out. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the fourth down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Blaine Gabbert, he's put on a clinic thus far. Well over 400 yards through the air in that game. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. He's hit 2. He's missed 1. This for the win. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. He's made 2. He's missed 1. This time for the win. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they have regained the lead. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a preview. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Chicago, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll return home.